refresh it maybe.
Says it's starting soon.
Yeah, it does that for like 4 minutes.
Well, it's possible that we are actually live. So if we are, I apologize for this really crappy intro. We're trying to figure things out, so we'll do a real intro once we're sure the video's actually started. So, we should have the Jeopardy music on standby for when
I know,
we have
right?
the worst job at doing this type of thing.
Oh, we are started, apparently.
Oh, good, we're started.
Go team.
Hello, team. Wait, hi,
No.
team. Wait.
Hello.
Welcome. If you're wondering what this says, it says Konnichiwa Okasan, which Andrew, if you want to translate.
You may not be able to hear Brittany from all the way over there. We're still working on the 3-person mic setup. Fun stories to entail on our complete setup right now. Apparently this says Konnichiwa Okasan, which is good day, mother. So, yeah, go Brittany. Brittany is with us this week, no longer in Texas. Welcome back, Brittany.
Hey!
And
So good to have her. A brief intro for anyone who's maybe joining us for the first time. We are Fantasm. We're a set of 3 who are all here this time. Yay, thank goodness. Brittany, it's just going to be behind. Don't worry about it. Just draw.
No, not this. This.
What is that?
I'm trying to get my reference.
Oh, you should have your reference open on a different device.
Okay, could you please open me a
We're going to
reference
open
now?
some references for Brittany. Anyway,
Alright, well, I'll start
so
with
we are a
this
group
then.
of 3 artists. Brittany is our main artist over there. She will be drawing Yuno, Yukine, and Yuno again.
Yukiteru.
Okay, sorry, Yukiteru. Yuno, Yuki, and Yuno again from Future Diary.
yes, we decided that Yuno's split personality was enough to merit 2 characters. So, 2 for the price of 1, I guess, except they're each priced individually. I don't know. Anyways, 2 Yuno. Double the Yuno for you wonderful Future Diary fans out there.
Yay!
Hopefully Stream Chat should be doing slightly better than it was yesterday. Not
Yesterday?
by yesterday, I mean last week. Quite possibly not. We will see. We upgraded our internet to get better upload speeds, and in doing so, Google just took down our entire internet. So we are currently out of streaming via
From
Wi-Fi
my mama's house.
from Brittany's mother's house in the guest bedroom. So we'll see how this works. If the stream health is as terrible as it was last week, we may just cut this a little bit short so you guys don't have to deal with the excruciatingness of, 5 minutes, or not even 5 minutes, 5 seconds of content here and then choppiness forever. So, we will see how that's all going. It looks like it's keeping up okay for now, but I'll keep an eye on it. Let us know in the comments if it's not working at all. And we'll let you know. If we cut it short, we'll come back with a bunch of new badges we've done for y'all.
Mm-hmm. So the plan for today is for Brittany to draw Yuki and Yuno. And then after that... Yeah, you're not used to my computer, are you? The
Welcome to drawing badges.
I know, the screen's a little different than what she usually works with. When we have our full thing set up at our house, we will actually have one of those nice draw on the screen, what are they even called, Brittany? Tablets? I don't think it's a tablet at that point, it's a monitor, but like with nice touch capabilities and whatever. Anyway.
I bought it at Anime Expo and I haven't gotten to use it.
Yeah, we haven't been home since Anime Expo, so hashtag con life. That makes it sound like we're like criminals in the West. In a Western film.
Well, we do live in the West.
That's true. We are
and we lived
smooth
in Moab.
criminals. We did live, yeah. We basically are. Anyway, so that'll go much faster when we have that. But so Brittany is the faster drawer of the artist, I guess is a better word than drawer, of the 2 of us. So Brittany will draw those 3, and then I will hop on and draw Meowth. And then depending on how much time we have and how well the stream is actually going, we will also draw Jesse and James today. But it will either be me or Brittany drawing it, depending on how Brittany is feeling at that point and how much time we have to fill. So, yay. Yeah, the original plan was for us to both draw the same amount, but I am much slower at drawing than Brittany is, as you can probably tell by the fact we only got 2 of our 3 done last time. So, yeah. Do we have any feedback on our stream abilities yet?
Not yet.
So it'll be wonderful when we actually have a setup for this, but again, we tried to get a setup ready almost immediately after realizing how bad our setup was.
We get back on I get back on Thursday. So we call on Thursday to get better in their internet, and they're like, yeah, so we can't have a technician come out until Wednesday, and I was like, that's the day after my stream. Are you serious right now?
I don't think you can actually move the mic, Andrew. It's like really loud when you do that. I'm sorry if that was loud.
Sorry, I tried.
We're not currently, with our current setup, able to check the volume levels as we go. We're just kind of getting really, really close and personal with the microphone this time, yeah. And hoping that you can maybe hear us better. So when we get to this point in the stream and you guys can hear me get nice and close to the microphone, you can let me know if that's actually working or not.
Andrew, just turn on your sound really quick.
Well, it's not caught up, Brittany. It's
pretty caught up.
Okay, fine. Well,
For
it's
once.
doing better than it was last week, so we did change what settings we could on our end, and again, we're using Brittany's grandmother's internet to try to... Let me know if that's actually working. Oh yeah, it is pretty up to date,
Yeah,
isn't
see,
it?
it's pretty
Cool.
up to date.
So thank you to everyone for joining us, who is joining us.
Thank you to the current 2 of you.
Yes, you are the best too.
When the floods of chibi badges overtake the earth,
You will be spared.
you will be the 2.
You will be the chosen.
Those of you who may be watching this after we stream it, we'll keep you on a waiting list.
Yeah. We'll get back to you on the sparing.
We work on a raffle system.
Like Otakon.
We'll spare exactly like 12 people, but we may bias towards those who like, comment, and subscribe.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Apologies if we keep on taking Game Grumps stuff. We are a bit of Game Grumps trash, and yeah, now that we're doing some of what they do, we're finding it incredibly difficult not to just
Right.
take stuff that they do.
Well, especially since my introduction of... I introduced Andrew to Game Grumps with, hear me out, I found 2 people that it makes it sound like you're talking to yourself when you hear them, because he is like the perfect mixture of Aaron and Danny. Like, I'm not even kidding. When he's playing games, he is a perfect mixture of like, look at those visuals. This is just wonderful. And like serious, literal throwing the controller against the wall rage quitting.
I would like to plug in here. Not since I was 10 have I thrown a controller in rage.
True. I also have not done that since I was like 15, maybe.
I think I did that,
like yesterday. Yeah. No, Brittany actually ripped a mouse in half in rage a little while back.
I would like to point out, when they say rip a mouse in half, that is ripping the cord from the mouse.
That's true.
She did not rip the plastic casing of the mouse in half.
I would not have been surprised, though. It's a miracle, actually, that when she threw the mouse, that didn't happen. Anyway, we have fun disposing of our broken electronics here at Phantasm. So how are...
It's fantastic, okay?
Oh, hold on, guys. I got to reply to a text really quick. It's actually important.
Brittany, let me reply to the text.
Okay, it's the Bonsai Girl. Say Emily Neff.
Okay. Yeah, you could have just told me to do that.
And yes, thank you. Thank you for asking how my skeleton massage was. For those of you who don't know, check out our Instagram. Yes, someone asked on the live stream how my skeleton massage was. For those of you just joining the skeleton massage train, we were chilling in Michael's and we found this little skeleton popping out of the graveyard, and it did this little like back and forth like cha-cha arms, like it's like, oh, coming out of the grave, I'm gonna get ya.
Coming out of the grave.
And it was just the right height. I decided to go get a massage from the skeleton, and it was like a light tickle on my shoulders, and that was about it.
Nice. I did it too.
Yeah, it was fun. Calling it a massage might be a stretch, but still, fun times were had by all, including the skeleton.
Maybe too much
Thank
fun
you.
on the skeletons. So we are all trying to like cram onto the end of a. Is this a queen even, or is this just a full bed?
I think this is just a full.
This
Okay,
is a full.
we're trying to cram the three
Which
of us.
used to be me and Emily's bed, by the way.
Oh,
Imagine
yeah, we-
2 of us sleeping up here and Mom having an entire king to herself.
Yeah. Anyway, so the 3 of us who are the type of people who very clearly enjoy pastries are trying to fit on the edge of a full bed. Brittany is trying to have enough room to draw, and I'm trying to not fall off the end here while getting close enough to this microphone to hopefully be... Legible's not the word. What's the word I'm looking for?
Audible.
Audible.
Audible is the word you are looking for.
Audible.com. Give us money, Audible. Just kidding.
Yeah, so it's fun. I don't think you guys appreciate just how, well, I'm sure you appreciate, but because you're all lovely people, but just how close our faces get to this microphone. Like, my nose is almost touching our puff guard. It's beautiful.
How does one draw?
I don't know, Brittany. You started drawing like Empire here. How do you do it?
I don't know. You guess.
Yeah. There you have it, folks. Anyone who's drawing this or joining us, hoping to get advice on how to draw, you just guess where lines go. Apparently. For some reason, I was thinking those were like little arms. The little like T-Rex bow. Like,
Wow, Brittany.
You did it, Brittany. No, Brittany, no. She kind of looked like a pumpkin when you did that, though.
Well, so do you. You don't hear me making fun.
Good.
Don't
Well,
I?
we're so entertaining.
I know.
Yeah, this is the fun part. I understand Brittany is drawing at the moment, but she was so excited for the witty banter that she will bring to our live
I know,
stream.
and I'm just not.
So let's take this moment to talk about Micleo.
I think we might want to save that. And, well,
For while I'm drawing Meowth.
Oh my
yeah, maybe not a bad
Everyone
plan.
get your questions about Micleo ready for when Brittany is doing the witty banter and I am drawing a Meowth.
Nobody needs to know about Micleo.
Everybody needs to know about Micleo.
No,
If
Micleo's
you've
mine
not
and
heard about
mine alone.
Micleo, haven't you heard about the word? Micleo is the word.
Micleo?
Yeah.
Oh, I think we got it. Okay. Okay, will you respond to Kimberly and be like, oh, just read them and then, because
Okay.
I haven't had an actual chance to read them. Sorry, so I am taking over Anime Bonsai's Artist Alley, right?
If you
As
can't
the
hear what
head.
Brittany's saying she's going to take over Anime Bonsai's Artist Alley. That is the anime convention in Layton, Utah, which is the closest to our local convention. It's the one we grew up going to. So,
but I'm taking over the Artist Alley, right? And she keeps texting me, and she hasn't texted me for 3 months, mind you. But she decided now, during the live stream, would be the perfect time. Of course, I don't think she knows that I'm live streaming, but
In the chance that she does, she is a lovely person. We do
She
enjoy
is.
working with her.
she is. She's funny and nice, and I like her.
she basically says finish your thing before the 15th, Brittany.
For the 15th.
Mm-hmm.
So, for those of us, while we are on a
If you
slight
can't
Micleo kick, for any of you Tales of fans, we had a exciting fun today. We finally got a decent price on a moddable PlayStation 3 And so we're getting that so that we can play the Tales of Vesperia, the English patch, so we can get the full one with the full party members and not the watered down slosh water that we got on the Xbox 360.
I am so excited to have a pirate on our team. That is all I know is we get another gay person and a pirate. And it's going to be wonderful, I think.
Oh, and if anybody's wondering why Osumatsu is still there, it's because I like to draw with a base because it keeps them consistent.
Yep, we do like to keep just a slight base. Again, we like to keep consistency in size and detail. It does help speed things up a little bit.
But you can see that she's not just tracing Osamatsu-san. It's just there as a size reference. And also because sometimes it's really funny when you're drawing like some hair and you imagine that like on Osamatsu-san. I'm not gonna lie, that's one of the best. I think, was it like Tigger that like Osamatsu-san's face fit just like perfectly in like the weirdest way and was like, what is this? He might have been Piglet. I don't know. One of the Winnie the Pooh characters with Osamatsu-san's hair was just wonderful.
Yep. So something that they do, we mentioned it, well, Brittany slightly mentioned it via text last time, but pro drawing tip here is they will flip, especially with the eye positioning, flip the image to make sure that it looks natural in both positions. A lot of times when you're getting used to something being drawn one way, it really forces that fresh change of perspective to flip it around, and you can see if it still looks natural. And if it doesn't, then you fix it from there. Mm-hmm. So having a fresh change of perspective is something that's really invaluable to drawing. I don't know how experienced with drawing our listening crowd is at the moment.
Is Sarah on there?
Yeah, Sarah's really well.
Sarah's experienced.
But yes, it is vital every so often to come back to your work, to revisit it, to take a break, to let it get out of your mind, to be able to look at it, as we say, with fresh eyes. So
and another important thing is Brittany's doing right now as I'm speaking, seeing it from a distance. With traditional art, that is a pain because that means you have to like take your thing and you'll like pin it on a wall and then run to the other side of the room and hope no one comes and steals it while you're gone. So you can look at it from a distance. With digital art, that's so much easier because you can just zoom out and you're like, oh, it looks bad. But one thing we strive for with all of our chibis is for them to be readable from afar. Because especially when we're doing the acrylics, they're going to be a little bit smaller because no one wants like a massive acrylic thing hanging on their keychain that will like easily get broken and snagged on things. So we try to make sure things are visible from afar so that they'll look good at different sizes. If we do get to do vinyl stickers once we have our laser cutter as well, then that'll be important for that because stickers are better on like DS size, like 2 inches tall. So that would be like half the size. So that's one of the things we're testing for here is to make sure that they look nice from afar. How's the chat going? I'm not in the know.
It's going well. I'll let you know if anything pops up.
Okay.
Such as my role as chat master. I'm not like Ladybug Chat. The joke that we made. Yeah.
You're the master of chat.
Yep. Didn't we make that joke like a dozen times
Probably,
last stream?
Yeah, but I don't know if that was during the part that we thought was streaming,
It was not.
Actually wasn't. Oh no, that was actually there. Good.
See?
Oh, well, you guys missed out last week on like a dozen chat
We've heard like 2.
jokes. Good.
You missed. We had like a solid 10 minutes of like, haha, the chat and the ladybug. Please join in. It was stupid. It was really stupid. We're new to this. I think maybe before next time, since like when people do games live streaming, I feel like they have much more material to go off of since they're watching like a video game being played and they can comment on that. We can comment on like, wow, Brittany, you're having a really hard time selecting that hair right now. But that's not good content here. So maybe we'll take a poll of things we could talk about on Facebook or just like come up with topics we could converse upon. Maybe we'll get like that game that like, I don't know, parents buy for their college student children. It's like table topics, conversation starter cards. Maybe we'll get that and just have it here so we can just like have random things to talk about during the live streams.
That is entirely possible. And we are doing our best.
Snapchatted me.
If you guys do have anything that you'd like us to talk about, of course, feel free to leave anything in the comments.
And
Unless,
like, comment, and subscribe.
unless you're not watching this live, then you can still leave it in the comments. But I make no guarantees.
I will be checking the comments because I really care about feedback like a ridiculous amount. I need it to validate my puny existence.
She only got like 3 notes on the webcomic yesterday, and she's been crying about it.
I haven't been crying. I've just been.
She's been
sad.
crying
I have not
nonstop.
been crying.
Welcome to my life.
She laid in bed for 6 hours yesterday
And slept.
and slept.
In despair.
Yes. A single tear rolling down my cheek very slowly for the course of that 6 hours.
Singing, "This comic was going to be perfect."
It doesn't work if it's not a pun, though,
I know
Brittany.
it doesn't.
Yeah. So after introducing Andrew to My Little Pony, he was. Oh, sorry. Okay. Andrew's telling me to get just a little closer to the microphone here, so my eyelashes should be touching this. I think my glasses are. My eyelashes are touching my glasses. Anyway, so since when we showed Andrew My Little Pony, the thing he found the most humorous, first of all, was Shining Armor's ridiculous voice acting. And the choice that was Twily, the whole surfer dude. Do your impression, Andrew. It's better.
Twily! Righteous!
Yeah.
Yeah.
That ridiculousness. Yeah. But the other thing that he thought was just the funniest was Queen Chrysalis and her silly song about how this day was going to be perfect. And, like, she hasn't been dreaming of this since she was small. Like, she probably came up with this plan, like, maybe a few months ago, but I doubt she was, like, that much smaller. So he went on this whole thing. And since then, whenever he can work in this day was going to be perfect pun, he'll make just a ridiculous long story about this thing happening, and then Queen Chrysalis will walk in and a single tear will drip down her face as she sings whatever the pun is. Do you have a good example for us, Andrew?
Sure. We'll go with an example. We'll go with, I think, what the original one may have been. So, Brittany has gotten incredibly sick of these, which is why it has lived on, because we love tormenting her.
I didn't realize that I'd gotten sick of them. I just thought you guys
were
were
sick of
using
them.
them.
So, like, the first one, you were sick of them.
I believe our first one was alternate universe. Queen Chrysalis is trying to work to become a veterinarian, and she is in vet school. And, it's her final exam. She's taking a day internship, and she has one final, neutering to do. Just a simple surgery, but this is also her first surgery. So, she goes to grab the scalpel with her hooves, but very quickly realizes that with no digits to speak of, hooves are very non-conducive for picking up scalpels, and the scalpel, falls into the cat, and, it starts, bleeding out, and, the beeping machine that you hear in every hospital drama is going off, people running around everywhere, the lights dim, a single spotlight above her head for the perfect lighting. A single tear streaks down her cheek, and she begins to sing, "This bay was going to be perfect." So yes, that song exists solely for puns in our universe right now.
Good. I'm back. I was sitting where it was more comfortable because I'm literally like.
She did.
Emily is pretty much on my lap when she decides to speak here.
Which I mean is a little weird since they're siblings.
Yeah, it could be worse.
Yeah.
But
yeah, just
not
wait
preferable.
till you and Andrew have to be over here, Brittany. That'll be awkward.
Oh, hey there, Brittany.
As Emily's like, "Don't touch my fiance."
I'm like, ha 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 ha. No one knows the darkness that burns inside me. Your downfall will be swift and inevitable.
Does Yuna really have those white stripes on the side?
Yes!
Does she really? I never noticed that.
So she does.
Huh.
Do we need a panel line for those?
No. It'll overcomplicate it. Andrew,
Do they need to be shaded?
Yeah.
They need to be shaded. It looks like you just forgot to draw it.
He kind of does.
It looks like she's like really skinny and like wearing like a one-piece swimsuit with sleeves for some reason.
It kind of does, yeah.
There.
Yeah, that's better.
Much better.
Again, we don't have a ton to go off of here. We can mock Brittany's drawings, but I don't want to mock them like too hard because
then you'll hurt my feelings.
I know, because she's sensitive and like they're not bad. They're just
Sensitive
like
child.
every drawing looks stupid when it's halfway done. By the way, just if you're working on drawing and it looks bad, just know that
it is bad.
literally, like, I'm sure that the Sistine Chapel, like Michelangelo halfway through, was that Michelangelo?
Yes.
Okay, Michelangelo halfway through looked up and was like, why am I a turtle in the Renaissance?
Oh. We have fun here. We crack ourselves up.
Oh my gosh, we should have our own show because we're so funny.
That is literally what this is.
Oh. Well, maybe MTV will pick us up.
I hope that you people listening laughed to that like a little bit as well, so you're not listening to us just cracking ourselves sideways, just being like, it wasn't that funny.
Haha,
Which I'm sure that they are
Michelangelo's
sitting there like,
too.
what dweebs.
Yeah.
Possibly.
All right, so here's number 1.
Oh, is she done?
Yeah.
Number uno.
You know number 1, except you know's technically number 2, but we'll let it go so as to potentially avoid spoilers.
Touche. Don't save it until the end, Brittany. Just leave
Yeah.
everything on this file.
Ooh, what if we lose internet? It is raining.
I have the save. You can save it to this file. I made a file for it.
I was just gonna say
No.
But
Okay,
it's-
don't save it. Go back. Just cancel out. Just cancel. Now press Control S. I have a file for it.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so just move.
Good
send
news.
to- well,
We
name
just
that
learned how to save a file.
You know, happy. Da-da-da-da-da-da. You learned how to save a file.
You know not cry cray.
Oh, that's looking a little cray-cray to me.
You know.
Awesome.
So there is Happy Uno. Do you need
Uno.
me? Do you need me to look up a ref
Angry
for
Uno?
Angry Uno?
Next up comes the crazy Is she gonna be holding a knife like our
my
Kara badge?
Yes.
Kara?
Yes.
Chara?
Kara? I always call it Chara, but
Kahara?
because like Shugo Chara is a show that I used to watch, and it's spelled the same way. So
Well, if we're talking Japanese, then of course
Okay,
it's
so
Chara.
I think the most important part
But I
of
don't-
drawing chibi badges is always to start off strong with a body.
Oh. Pro tip from Brittany. You may not have been able to hear her over me, but pro tip, start off strong by drawing a body.
draw corpses before you give them life.
Oh, and give them tiny arms. And I think this is a mermaid.
Okay, are we giving her Brittany? Are we giving her the hatchet or the katana? Which is better?
I believe the hatchet is a little more iconically Yuko. If
All
anyone,
the pictures I'm seeing, she has a katana.
and when I say Yuko, I of course mean and I am tired.
Who's Yuko?
It sounds incredibly familiar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does.
Huh.
So that's
I
how
don't
you
know.
start off. That's
Okay,
really
so
how you
oh
run
my
an artist alley booth is to start with good product like this.
Good. I love how everything becomes a mermaid when you're. I think Spock was the first badge that turned into a mermaid while she was drawing it, and it was like, well, good. That's what I need in my life is Spock as a mermaid. AU. Anyway, what do you guys think? Do you think anyone who's seen Future Diary, do you want to see Yuno with her like big hatchet axe thing, or I don't know what they're called?
hatchet.
Oh, is it called a hatchet?
It is a hatchet.
Is it?
Yes.
Isn't it like a butcher's something or other?
Those are different.
Oh, okay. Do you want to see, with her hatchet, her katana, or a knife?
Also, Sarah, while I'm thinking about it, because my ADD just popped in, I don't know if you're still here, but if you are still here, Sarah, I should see you soon, because I miss your face.
We should try to not...
We should not personally shout out, but that being said, personal shout out to insert your name here.
Personal shout out.
Well, she has
To
a hatchet
Brittany!
and she's got, like, the butcher's thing, She has a lot of weapons. She's killed people with many...
Jeez, my grandma's gonna hear, guys.
Well, sorry, it's a known thing that, kills people. I'm trying to find a good reference for you, Brittany, and...
I kind of know what she looks like.
Hatchet. Or, Emily, just...
Oh my gosh, I cannot get this... Here, let's just, really...
Brittany
make
just
this
needs...
not at all chibi. And just kind of...
the black dress. That's really it.
Does she always wear those shoes with it?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, Brittany, there's...
There we go. See? You know.
There you go. No, Brittany, that's not appropriate.
Brittany, stop!
That is incredibly inappropriate.
Why is it inappropriate?
Also, just for a second, just zoom out so everyone can see Osamatsu-san's face on that body for a second. See? You see why we keep Osamatsu-san there?
Okay, but in all seriousness, let's see if I can't get this body. So when Emily says that I draw faster, I actually draw at about the same rate.
I don't think so. I think it is actually faster. She just messes around a lot more.
If you can't have fun, why do it? As Andrew and Emily are like, that's not a good life philosophy.
Yeah.
That is a terrible life philosophy.
That's my life philosophy, though, so...
More than that, I would say if you need to do it, make it fun.
Indeed. I've worked, professionally with graphic design stuff for a while, and there is certainly something to be said for being able to draw something that you love. That's one of the challenges of doing what you love professionally, is inevitably you won't be able to do what you love. The way you love it.
Fact, as Andrew talks about being a graphic... I have ADD, and it makes me interrupt people. I'm so sorry, Andrew.
Okay, let Andrew
Can I finish my thought?
Yes, you can finish.
All right, I'm finishing my thought, then Brittany can go with hers. So if you guys would actually like to see an interesting movie like that, it's one of the Studio Ghibli's, one of the lesser-known ones, but it's called The Wind Rises. It actually was a fantastic story about an airplane pilot in Japan during World War II. And it talks about, of course, the struggles of the war and, the casualties and the causalities of war. But in addition to that, it talks a bit about, doing what you love and not having the freedom to do it the way you love it. And it was fairly personal to me. And I give it my highest recommendation. It may not have been my favorite of the Ghibli's, but it's definitely worth checking out.
Just a quick side note, there was also a character that, literally sniffed the lettuce out of their sandwich, I think. Or did they just have a salad and they were just like, clovers? I don't remember. I just remember seeing that scene and being like, Brittany, are you seeing this? And she was asleep in the theater.
It was the supposedly stereotypical American character with the largest nose you have ever seen. And he was eating, I kid you not, a bowl of just 4-leaf clovers. That was it.
Americans and their bowls of 4-leaf clovers. That's all we ever eat, really.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Okay, Brittany, what was your thought?
Oh, crap, I can't remember.
It was something about... Fun fact about Fantasm.
Don't remember.
Having to do with Andrew being a graphic designer.
Oh, right. Okay, so, Andrew has his bachelor's in graphic design.
Oh?
Yes. There's your Phantasm fun fact for the increment of time.
I love how they're all about Andrew.
I know.
Yeah, we will get other fun facts about other people at some point here. But yes, I have a bachelor's in science in visual technologies from Dixie State College of Utah because it was cheap.
AKA he got a full ride scholarship. Who else got a full ride scholarship? Emily got a full ride scholarship, and I won't finish how that story ended.
I lost it immediately.
Right down the sewer grate. It was, washed away.
Mm-hmm. But I had 1 semester of scholarship money. And then it was gone. So if you get a scholarship, take it from someone who lost it and kind of regretted it. College is not the most important thing in the world. Don't freak out too much. It's not worth having a panic attack to try to keep your scholarship.
Tiny.
You're tiny.
Well,
Oh,
not where it counts.
Snap.
Hey, there
He's
are
got
children on
massive hair.
here. He does
Yes,
actually.
I do. Yeah. I've been growing my hair out for the past year now, I believe.
think it's been
yeah.
about a year.
It's been a little over a year, I believe.
Yeah, because I think it's when you moved to Las Vegas is when you decided to start.
Yeah, I believe that's right. So I've been growing my hair out for the past year. It's past shoulder length, starting to get down to about the small of my back. And it's the first time that I've had hair longer than maybe 2 inches. So it's great. I'm getting to the point. I'm still about a year away, but I've been growing it out to hopefully be able to donate it. Plus, it's really been interesting to see the differences in long hair and how incredibly toasty it is. Dearie me, I miss the breeze on my neck.
Yeah, we actually ordered company t-shirts recently, and we were thinking, do we need to have the logo on the back, in the middle of the back of the t-shirt? That's like a professional thing people do. And Andrew brought up the very good points of, I don't think we have anyone who works with us besides maybe I guess Hanari, yeah. Not when she's cosplaying, though.
Not when she's cosplaying,
yeah.
though.
And our accountant father would be the only 2 people who didn't have long enough hair to just cover that area completely, so it
We didn't
just
spend
wouldn't
the
be worth
extra
it.
money.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we got company shirts. So if you
We
see us
did, yeah.
at another convention, I don't know if Diego's on, but we're gonna be back in Albuquerque.
Okay, don't say people's names, Brittany, just
Yes.
for privacy.
He
Just don't
Again,
say
for
people's
privacy.
names. Okay.
Sorry, we're getting used to streaming, everyone. Well, streaming, everyone.
Also, if
streaming literally every person in the world.
Yes.
Literally, there's a camera in your closet looking at you right now. We are streaming everyone.
everyone is one of those pixels up there, we have them all compiled. And, the ones that Brittany's drawing are being marked for death.
Yep, that's good. I thought we were just going off like color stuff. I was like, wow, turns out a lot of our viewership is white.
That's true. That's how we're gonna get a show on MTV, is because it is just
Coming this fall, the brand new Fantasm show, Man, We're White.
yeah. Boy, I mean, I want to eat something, but there's just no avocados at this Smith's or Walmart.
Man, like, I want decent food. Like, I don't want to do, like, hot dogs or mac and cheese or, anything like that. No, but what if, I think if I sliced up hot dogs to put in my mac and cheese, that's high enough class for me to eat.
And just throw some, like, frozen peas in there. You got a full, like, all your vegetables in there.
What was I saying?
What were you just saying before? No one could hear you.
Oh, I have no idea.
Are people asking what she was saying?
Yes.
Oh, crap.
Sorry, folks in the chat. I know Brittany's going to be tough to hear. She is like a good 3-4 feet away from the microphone, unfortunately. So we will relay what she's saying. And sorry, we forgot what she just said.
I really can't remember.
Yeah, we probably, like, responded to it.
Probably. We have goldfish memory over here.
Yeah.
That'll be a pain in the butt to cut out if I do it like that.
Yeah, that is a thing to keep in mind.
Although these will be in acrylic.
I just found a tiny piece of paper with the letter S written on it in my sock.
This just in. Emily's sock writes love letters.
It loves the letter S.
Yes. So, sorry. No, our scolding, Brittany, we're trying not to call out people individually. Because we try to be all-inclusive, and we love you all, and we do know most, if not all of you in real life. But at the same time, we don't want to, potentially leave anybody out.
Also, just for privacy reasons, if there's someone who, like, if there's someone who, like, I don't know, like, changes their name later and is, like, forever ashamed that they had. Oh, the what? What is that?
That is the ditto that copied Yuno.
Ah, I mean that's that's about what that
never
plot
mind.
twist was. Yeah. No, it can't just be angry. It has to be like crazy.
I know. I'm trying to get that. I'm trying to.
Let me look up a ref for you. Oh, that's good. Yep, good. You did it. Now just have her smile.
I love Yuki. Wow, we got really quiet. Guys, come up with something funny.
No.
Be funny. Be funny. Be funny. Be funny. Be funny. Be funny. Be funny.
She looks a little like the Cookie Monster.
She looks a little like the Cookie Monster, and that mouth looks like the remains of a stick of incense.
What
It's
is?
supposed to be a cookie. It looks like a diseased tongue.
I know. That's
No disease has been worse in the history of mankind than the chocolate chip cookie tongue.
what a terrible fate for Yuno. Her name's Yuno, right? What did we call her before? That we were like, who is that character?
Yuko.
Who is Yuko?
Where's Yuko?
I don't think we have a Yuko, but is there a Yuko?
We have a
Give me your
Yukio.
phone.
We have a Yukio.
I'm gonna look up Yuko, see who Yuko is.
It's probably some dude named Jeff.
So at least two of us have like really bad ADD, by the way.
At least. It changes from day to day. We go through rotations.
Who gets the ADD this day?
Yep, who gets to carry the ADD ball for this class period? All right, Emily is looking something up. Witty banter falls to me.
We have Yoko.
I hope you all enjoy internet memes.
I think Yuko's like
Shut up, Andrew.
You guys,
is the witch from XXX Holic, I think.
is it? Huh?
Yeah,
Maybe.
The witch from XX.
we should read XXX Holic. Is someone in Nichijou named Yuko?
Yes, someone in Nichijou's named Yuko. Another adorable show for those of you who haven't seen
Is this
it.
person named Yuko?
No,
Am I Yuko?
that's Hideyoshi.
Like-
No,
Yuko
it's
Ono?
Hideyoshi's sister.
I think Hideyoshi's the family name, maybe.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm finding a lot of XXX Holic though, so I think there is someone, which is on our to watch list, by the way, because I've heard XXX Holic was really good. But a bit of background: Andrew and I grew up in a religion that we are no longer in, and while we were very what's the word I'm looking for, like
Obedient?
stubbornly in that religion.
Obedient?
Adamantly.
While we were very adamantly in that religion, we were huge fans of Tsubasa, like incredibly huge fans, and both wanted to read XXX Holic to get some more of the story that was going on in that universe at that time, because the two were written at the same time to show two parts to the same story. But we both refused to read XXX Holic because the main character got drunk on occasion.
Actually, we also refused to read it because it started with the letters XXX, and we, honest to God, thought it was a porno.
Okay, no, okay, so I think those were our individual reasons. I did not ever think it was a porno. I just knew that the characters got drunk a lot.
I was like a 14-year-old boy. I knew what the letters XXX stood for.
Wow.
Not that I went looking into it, because, you know, I was a good little boy who did what he was supposed to.
Was.
And then Satan entered my life. I kid.
Yeah, you see how, it's not Yuko. I keep wanting to call her Yuko now.
Gosh, Emily.
Jeez. Is Yuko like the ship name for her and Yuki?
It might be.
Maybe, but that
It's-
makes no sense. Where's the co coming from?
I did not like the ending to Future
Oh, you're
Diary.
right. Yeah, was anyone else like a little disappointed with the ending to Future Diary?
And
Like,
if you haven't seen it, then go watch.
oh yeah, the entire series is amazing, by the way. If you have not seen Future Diary, highly recommend it. And we won't talk about the ending in too much detail just for spoilers, but Andrew actually read the manga and then showed us the anime because from what he'd heard talking to people, the anime did a decent job of showing what happened in the manga and keeping very true and faithful to it. But he also agrees that the anime did not do the best job with giving a satisfying conclusion. So you may want to read the manga on that one instead of watching the anime, although the trip to get to the ending in the anime was phenomenal. It is a very, very good show if you have not seen it.
I fully agree to watch it. And the manga, it takes a different pacing. There will always be a different pace in manga versus anime, especially in things that are exposition heavy, like, say, the conclusion to a somewhat...
Okay, just give her a knife. You can put one in the left, my left, her right hand. She's right-handed, right? Is she ambidextrous?
I think she might be, but right hand...
That's the leaf!
No,
I got a couch for you.
I still say hatchet.
Okay, hatchet it is.
That is, yeah, like villager style. Just Velcro to her fingertips.
You want to do the drawings?
Okay, be sure that there's blood all over her, by the way. Like, go full, like, Rize Ghoul with this.
Okay, now that that's done, I can continue my thought.
Oh, sorry.
There will always be different pacing between manga and anime, especially in exposition-heavy places. Personally, I prefer manga for that, just because, it takes up so much screen time to go through multiple conflicting thoughts. Meanwhile, in manga, in a single panel, you can get upwards of, 6 thought bubbles, 4 with a character's face in there. It really moves the exposition along a lot faster, as opposed to an anime. When you really get into something plot heavy, it turns into a lot of talking, and that's usually over static images or scenery that can be very beautiful but not quite as captivating as, of course, the action scenes. So personally, I prefer manga over anime where I can, but there are also times where I prefer anime over manga, especially in, the more higher action places that are done well. And it's so much easier to keep characters separate. So much easier.
Especially for an Attack on Titan.
Yep. Attack on Titan is terrible for keeping characters straight. The one that I've read that I think takes just the absolute crown for confusing characters is a manga by the name of Claymore, which was a fun manga. The anime, just don't even bother with. It was one of those kind of in the original Full Metal Alchemist veins of they followed it for a little bit and then went and did their own thing, and the ending wasn't really as satisfying as the official one, except they did not as good a job as the original Full Metal Alchemist on that. But in that show, not only do you have characters who all have the same outfit, you also have the fact that all of the main female characters have silver hair as well. Literally the only things to help you keep people straight are their hairstyles, which don't vary as much as one might hope, their names, and their faces. All of them don't vary as much as you might hope, and it is really difficult to keep people straight. That being said, it was a fantastic show, and I absolutely enjoyed it. Well, fantastic book, and I enjoyed it. I had a friend who watched the show and absolutely did not enjoy it.
Is that Benifer?
No, that was not. That was not Benifer.
So are we allowed to say people's names if we, use stupid nicknames?
Yep.
Speaking of Benifer, tell everyone that story of what we had to deal with this week.
Oh, so we had, in news this week for us, I had a friend of mine reach out. He had a bunch of PTO, paid time off from his work, and was like, hey, I know you guys are doing a Kickstarter, but when that's done, you guys want to go spend 2 weeks in Japan? So we tossed around the logistics of it, but we still have another, 11, 12 conventions this year?
No, we have 9 more.
9 more? 9 more this year. That's still a lot. It would be our 2 free weeks, and it's still... going to a foreign country, especially for 2 weeks, is still pretty spendy.
And I mean, the only reason he invited you is because he wanted a translator.
No, I'm sure he wanted to spend time with me as well.
That's true. You did just move out.
But, so, while it was fun and we threw around the idea, our Japan trip shall have to wait. We'll get there eventually. We shall make the otaku pilgrimage. Emily, would you like to stop snapping your sock and come contribute some witty banter? Emily, tell us a joke.
2016 as a whole.
Huh. Oh, that hasn't been said a million times. You're so funny.
I am. Okay, fine.
Those look like planets.
What?
That looks like a nipple.
Sailor murder. The spleen is here. It's a comet of blood shooting across her torso.
Good. It actually looks pretty nice, Brittany. You're doing good. Okay.
You are. Although, can we fix the streak of blood coming from her mouth?
Yeah, it looks.
That looks like she just finished off a nice crisp pint of like O positive.
So Andrew, what do you do with a dead chemist?
I don't know, Emily. What do you do with the dead chemist in the awkward pauses between us shifting our faces by the microphone?
Okay, running over here to the microphone. That's what that was. You bury him. Haha. Because it's an element barium is.
It's funny because science.
And science
Crazy
is
Uno is
always
done.
funny.
Good job, Brittany. Crazy Uno is done.
Yay.
Do we need to lower that arch on her heel there?
No!
That is like a tunnel.
It's like Bayonetta.
That is... I don't think we even gave Bayonetta that high of an
Yeah,
arch.
actually.
We did.
Did we?
Yeah.
Okay, I will take your word for it. I will always look at that,
Okay.
though.
Now to draw the main character that
Nobody cares about.
no one liked.
Her toes are like a chisel.
I don't know, for like a little bit, Yuki was one of my favorite characters for like 1, maybe 2 episodes, and then he immediately lost his spine.
Are we doing...
His actual
Are we
spine.
doing Yuki? Yuki Teru?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were doing his white-haired anime boy love
Oh,
interest.
should we do those white-haired anime boy?
Do we need to have the main character, guys?
Okay, we shall
Kind
do...
of a rule.
We shall do Yuki Teru.
I am pulling up a picture of Yuki. Guess what you
That's-
get to draw, Brittany?
Yuki.
Your favorite thing.
Hats?
Oh
Hat.
gosh, I hate drawing hats.
It's pretty easy. Just imagine he's bald, but then.
But then...
Yeah.
drawing hats are pretty easy. You just draw the head and then you draw the hat.
Yeah, really. Draw a circle. Draw the tick holding a circle.
Yep. It's we were actually commenting on that in the Michaels with the owl massage. But
What, that I hate drawing hats?
no,
Stop listening.
no, just how silly it seems a lot of these instructional drawing books can be.
Oh my god.
Like, I know it's the joke as old as time here. You know,
Joke as old as
the Mrs.
time.
Potts reference up in here. Highly topical, always funny. But anyways, but it always seems that they're just silly in like, draw a circle, draw some more circles in the line, and here you go. It works for drawing that one pose, and it helps with some basic anatomy, but I'm sure it works for some people, but it's never really worked for me.
On this topic, all aspiring artists who, or, you know, if you draw, you're not aspiring, you're an artist. Just call yourself an artist. But everyone who's hoping for drawing advice while watching this, please, please, please do not use one of those wooden model things to try to get your anatomy and or posing right. People's muscles are not made of wood. People do not have the exact same proportions. You can tell when someone draws using that. It does not look the best. There are online resources that are free that you can use where you can model things, and they actually have like built-in muscle movement, and you're much better off watching a tutorial or like looking at an actual person than you are posing a little wooden figurine.
Yep. And the wooden figurines can be great for what they're meant to be used for, which is helping in basic posing. But agree, humans are not...
Perspective they can be okay with as well, but...
Right. It's just, as it is with almost everything, it's a tool. And over-reliance on the tool and using the tool past what it should be used for is not, you know,
Advised.
Yeah, not advised at all. Like a fork is used for eating and occasionally combing your hair, and that's pretty much it.
That is not a fork. That is a dingle hopper.
Oh,
Thank you.
that's right. And the Disney
If you guys were
references
wondering-
continue.
If you guys were wondering, we're old, and we make old people jokes. I've like caught myself doing it more and more.
How is dingle hopper an old person joke?
Because it's lame, Emily.
Brittany, jeez. Okay, well, while we're making old people jokes, can someone Google for me and let me know if there's a dank meme about Mrs. Pot?
Oh, shut up!
Please.
420 Mrs. Potts blaze it.
Have him like looking at his cell phone, please.
I was going to.
You are?
Didn't
Oh,
you see
good.
like the arm going up?
Oh, yeah, it is. Look at that.
I thought he was going to be doing a little fist pump of like, yes, didn't die today.
Weakest character ever.
Even though so many people wanted me to.
Including the
How does a
audience.
person hold a phone from that angle? Hold my phone really quick.
See, Brittany is now using a live person as a reference for a chibi badge. So, one of the things, when we do run panels upon occasion, when we ever have time to attend conventions. Yeah, basically. Brittany, it's in the wrong.
His little claw!
Okay, Brittany, that would be his pinky that is visible to us. Would be his pinky, yes. And then his other fingers. Yeah, that's a thumb now, Brittany. No!
That's still a thumb.
There's like a
Okay,
couple
literally,
things I don't know
Brittany,
how to
just draw like... Yeah.
Brittany, here, sorry, I'm holding it with the wrong hand perspective-wise for you.
Thank you.
Okay. Anyway, when we do run panels, usually just at Anime Bonsai, we do a how to draw anime advanced panel, and one of the big things that you don't need to have his thumb, it's not that. But yeah, that looks much better.
Good.
Have it like flip up. It's a flip phone.
Yeah.
It is, isn't it?
So
Yes.
you can
Oh,
literally
just
just have
do
it.
the top section.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's what I
Anyway, so when we do how to draw anime advance is one of the panels we do, and when we do, one of the biggest pieces of advice we give is things do not need to be anatomically correct. Just pull open any manga and look at any action scene, and you will see that there are like arms loofying around and like legs spaghettifying, and
That was the best use of
Luffy is a verb, yes. So anyway, to make things dynamic, the whole reason art exists is because sometimes life doesn't look that pretty, and you want to make something that isn't there. So, like, photorealism is great, but you don't have to be able to draw photorealistic. You don't have to be able to have perfect anatomy every time, make it look like a real person to have good art. A very big thing is knowing, it is important to take the classes and learn the rules so you know when and where to break them. For example, to do any sort of dynamic pose, you're going to want to put enunciation on certain places where muscles will flex. You know, I don't know, just pull open a manga and look at it and just look for a second at the differences in fact, if you have one of those wooden sculptures, sculpt it in the pose of like a really nice picture that you like in a manga. Have your model make that pose and look at the differences in what they did from what that pose would actually look like. You know?
Also, don't do drugs.
Yep. Drugs are whack. Don't do crack.
Stay in school. Drugs are cool. Wait.
The other way around,
No.
Brittany. That is the teeniest and tiniest of cell phones.
It's a little cell phone!
It's adorable. I love it.
Little chibi guy.
I don't know if I love it as much as when he had that sweet claw with the two pincers. I may have to later commission Brittany for one of those. Hashtag crab Yuki Teru.
Hashtag shut up, Andrew. Hashtag close bracket.
Close bracket. Good. We're on top of it here.
Oh, it's hashtag
All right.
code now.
While we're talking about crabs, it's time for Andrew's Japanese lesson of the I Feel Like It.
Yay!
The Japanese word for crab. I am purposely picking words. I should probably pick more practical ones, but ones that have English counterparts for slightly easier memorization. and the word for crab is Connie. So you can remember it as Steven Universe, his crush. That's the brand new season. Top spoilers. She is actually a crab.
Oh, yeah, Connie.
Yes, Connie from Steven Universe, actual crab. Same with Connie from Attack on
I
Titan.
was gonna
Both
say,
crabs.
Yeah, the character no one remembers in Attack on Titan. That's because we haven't had.
Okay, so we have never sold. We have never sold a Connie badge from Attack on Titan. We sold Connie from Steven Universe, of course. So this girl, she orders a bunch of like Attack on Titan badges, and then Connie, and of course we grabbed Steven Universe, and then she's like, "No, Connie," and I was like, "What? Are you sure?"
No, literally, that was the only Connie we have sold since the voice actor for Connie bought one. And, like, he was so excited that someone had merchandise of Connie, and we did not have the heart to tell him that in preparation for that convention, we looked up what guests were going to be there, and we made sure that we drew all of the characters that they voiced. So we drew it, like, literally for him. But he was just so excited that someone was recognizing that Connie was a character, and I didn't have the heart to tell him, like, actually, legit just drew that because you were here.
If you are for some reason listening to this, we love you.
You did a great job. I do love him as a character. I wish there was more of him, but yeah, I drew Connie for you, man. Sorry.
You should count yourself honored.
Yeah.
Where is it?
Hashtag blessed.
Where is it?
What are you looking for?
Is that it?
Is it in one of the other folders? Did you forget to put a base?
No.
Please stand by. We are suffering technical difficulties.
Oh my gosh.
Brittany is
What is going on?
Brittany is having a layer transparency dance party.
Look, it looks like it's supposed to be on this lid. Oh. Okay.
What'd you do?
I had the layer on twice.
Okay.
We got it all figured out, everyone. Good news.
Yay.
I hope you enjoyed seeing all the layers being turned off and back on again.
Birdie, there's a little bit down by his chin. On that hair layer that you're on.
Oh, okay. I'm still fixing it up, so.
Okay.
All right, and we are getting things done.
Yay. What time are we at?
We're at 8:02.
We are at 8:02.
Oh, so it's been a little bit now.
Sorry.
Okay. So
That's
I will
fine.
draw me out, and we'll see what point we're at after that.
Hey, you know.
I guess after she finishes coloring.
Yep. I had a fun story I wanted to tell from Future Diary, but I also don't want to spoil Future Diary for anyone. So, if you see us in person, ask us about the fun story of Future Diary, and I will give you the spoiler fun story.
What story? Like, do you have a code word you can give me so I know what you're talking about?
The we're all gonna die, or they're gonna die. She totally got it from the code word.
I did not. I have the. Oh yeah.
Yep, now she remembers. There we go. There was no ear whispering at all. That was just
good.
sibling telepathy.
We are that in sync.
You could say we're
Streets back on. Yeah.
yeah, we are a 90s band. Yep. And we are so in sync. Telepathy. You could say we're telepathetic.
See, that's an old person joke.
That is an old person joke.
I've been making that since like I was 12 though.
Well, looks like you've been an old person since you were 12.
I out dad joke my dad constantly,
Andrew
and I love it.
Like Andrew's one. You know how you see a person, you're like, oh, you're going to be a great parent. Like you just know, just looking at them. You know that listening to Andrew because he is just a constant stream of dad jokes. You're like, he is just like waiting. He was born to be a dad, so he could make bad dad jokes. Like it's gonna happen.
And the evidence to the contrary, I had these friends in college my freshman year, which I pretty much lived with these friends. I had a dorm room, but that dorm room was for sleeping when I didn't pass out on their couch. And so it was my friend. It was a married couple and their daughter and one of our other mutual friends. We spent like all our time together that year. And I came to be on, incredibly good terms with this daughter, to the point in which like she recognized me more than like her own aunts and uncles. It was cool. She was adorable. My goodness, I love that child. But anyways, she liked to be thrown in the air occasionally.
Oh no.
And
Oh no.
yeah. So I had done it enough. I knew exactly how high the ceiling was and how high I could throw her. What I failed to take note of was the occasional beam going across the ceiling. So yeah, one day I threw up firm enough to just conk her right in the back of the head. Landed, and she didn't cry immediately. She waited long enough to like look me dead in the eyes and give me this look of "How could you?" and then began to bawl hysterically. I am still convinced that I accidentally gave her like severe brain damage. She's turned out all right so far, but like they have my number. Should she have problems growing up, they know where to call, and it's not Ghostbusters.
Unless, of course, she has problems with ghosts. But,
Then that probably wasn't from my throwing her up in the air.
Oh no! Severe head trauma. Now I'm haunted. I am the ghost of severe head trauma. Ooh.
That was like almost a song.
We're going to do a separate Kickstarter later for that video.
The ghost of severe head trauma.
Because clearly we can't do anything without a Kickstarter.
Yeah, clearly.
Oh, we can't do this without a Kickstarter. That equipment that we need is so.
Oh, we were looking at more of it into it today, and it's like $68,000 for one
Brittany,
machine.
not numbers.
It was
Why? No,
it
you
was.
have to put that on the Kickstarter.
Well, yeah,
yes,
but not that exactly.
That's not specifically. What
Anyway,
Oh, yeah, that's not what
hopefully
we're
no
doing
one
for
can
Kickstarter.
hear. It is a significant amount of crisp meme bucks. Somewhere between an armload and a bucketful of very crisp and a few crunchy meme bucks.
A couple buttloads, like at least a pickup truck's worth of buttloads.
Of crisp meme bucks.
We like to come up with our own ways of counting things. We made up about half of those on the spot, though. But that's your job to determine which half we made up.
That's true.
There'll be a prize for whoever finds it. It's probably not a good prize. Like I will
Maybe
probably
we'll just like look at you and be like, hey.
we'll like collect our belly button lint for a week and like mail it to you in like a tiny plastic bag.
Or if we see you in person, we'll throw it at you and give you severe head trauma so you can be haunted. You can star in our upcoming film. See our Kickstarter.
Haunted lint trauma.
They get both ghosts, though, because they got severe head trauma from the haunted lint.
Haunted lint. How did you know my Halloween costume? Haunted lint.
Oh, we are going to do the best cosplay when we attend a convention. Should we let it be a surprise?
We're gonna let it be a surprise because we need to go through logistics.
Yeah,
Let it be a surprise.
just as a hint, though, Brittany somehow came up with a cosplay that works, like on a spiritual level, when the three of us are together and when we're apart, and it's going to be just wonderful. I'm so excited for it.
I can tell though, in the same vein of my pun lordness, the cosplay that I am incredibly proud of, but will probably never be in the right physical condition to be able to do, because I need two other people who are also in the right physical condition to do this. But the idea is to have three incredibly ripped people go as Team Azula, so Azula, Ty Lee, and May from Avatar: The Last Airbender, but be incredibly ripped and like modify the costumes to be like personal trainer outfits and get little name tags, and each of them will be a pun. So we'll have Abzula, Thigh Lee, and Gluteus Maximus. I am so proud of that joke, and that's why you guys are hearing it, because I am just incredibly tickled pink with myself over it. But I cry a little every night because I know I will not be buff enough to pull that off anytime in the immediate future. I love cake too much.
Speaking of which, if anyone has T-Mobile and doesn't have T-Mobile Tuesday, get T-Mobile Tuesday, because they give you free stuff, and it's usually Frosties. And if you're like me, then in high school you literally counted money by how many Frosties money was worth.
Convention, they're gonna be like, they're gonna notice just how fat we are.
I know.
They're gonna be like, wow, they really are kind of fat.
They do like cake, yeah.
Yeah. It's we don't hide it. One of
I
the
wish
most
we
one of the
can't.
most terrible discoveries I say that I have ever made was that like cake and sugar eases the pain.
And by the pain, we're talking about like 12-year-old. I feel Shadow the Hedgehog on a spiritual level.
Jeez.
So Brittany and I had a we were getting ready for a convention, and we decided to have a like angsty 12-year-old music showdown, and I did win. I am not a huge music person, but I did win with the Shadow the Hedgehog song, which featured the line annihilating everything that's not your friend. It was just the angstiest. If any of you haven't seen the joy that is Shadow the Hedgehog,
Please,
Just
look
look
up
up
it is a gem. It is also just about the angstiest thing I have ever seen, and it's miraculous.
Ladybug.
No more of those jokes. First the chat, and then anyway. I should point out though, the name of the song that you should look up and listen to right now because it's just so ridiculous is All Hail Shadow. And me being the good religious little girl I was at the point in time that Andrew was into this, I would not listen to that song because you shouldn't hail Shadow, you should hail God. So, there's that for you.
I'm just gonna put a plug here. We accept all y'all peoples, no matter what your belief or anything. You know, having been believers for a long while, everybody has their own path. We all learn to love and respect each other. What we've come to do, though, is just be able to, you know, laugh at ourselves and who we were.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, no, it's just as funny to me that Andrew sincerely, like, at 12, when the worst thing that had happened to him was, like, his video games were taken away, was like, yeah, when you've got nothing left to lose, you win. I feel these lyrics. These are about me.
Emily,
you know,
your turn to draw the mouth.
Oh, cool. Anyway, it's equally there's a tag on his hat that you missed. So it's equally as funny to me that Andrew was into that as it is that I like wouldn't associate with people who like wore too much gothic makeup because I was afraid they would corrupt me.
She wouldn't have associated with me.
I wouldn't have. No, Brittany and I, if we'd met in high school, I would have been too good for her.
I'm the bubbly one with like blonde-ish hair, by the way.
She was too bubbly. Bubbles are bad. Bubbles are in
But
alcohol.
No, I thought I was so edgy when I was 13.
I thought I was super righteous, so.
For those of you who can't hear Brittany, she thought she was super edgy at 13, which, let's face it, most of us thought we were pretty darn edgy at 13.
I thought I was edgy at 15.
Andrew, will you describe for us your 13-year-old daily outfit, please?
Oh boy. Strap in, everybody, for the, it was 5th grade. How old would I have been in 5th grade? 11? So, 11-year-old Andrew fashionista time. So, we start with the fact that I had braces. I had just 4... Okay. It was a band across my top teeth and just the little brackets on each of my 4 front teeth. Each one had a different color of glow-in-the-dark for it. At that point, I didn't have glasses yet. That's all that the ensemble was missing. But I did have a buzz cut, just nice, like, number 4 buzz cut all over my head. I would wear the purple...
What is the name of the
guys,
channel?
Guys, you are a little loud for the stream. So I would also then wear a purple Utah Jazz shirt that was 2 sizes too big, and we got it at the thrift store because that was my entire wardrobe growing up. I would wear either like this like pukish pastel green or like deep, like diuretic purple sweat shorts. They weren't sweatpants. They were shorts made of sweats. And then I would wear knee-high socks and sandals, like open-toe sandals over my socks. And yeah, that was 11-year-old fashionista Andrew. I've come a ways. I'm still not there yet, but my goodness.
How are you drawing at this angle, Brittany? Where are you placing the tablet?
It was
move?
the best.
So we've switched to Emily drawing. So if you can't hear me now, it's because Brittany will take my place in the witty banter. Brittany, stop.
So we,
Not figuring things out right now. Just
if
give me
people
1
have
second.
not heard that, Emily's taking over. She is currently drawing Meowth.
Can't you tell?
As you can see from the many letter C's, this Meowth is brought to you by the letter C, just in case you were wondering.
See for can it.
But yep, we'll be drawing Meowth from good old classic Pokemon. By the way, this might be dating the episode, but it's a live stream, so I really don't care.
That's true.
But for those of you Pokemon goers, the buddy system was just released today. So if you have not downloaded it yet, go ahead and do so. It's
not what I was hoping it would have been.
It's something, though. It's a good way to get candy for those slightly rarer Pokemon.
Like, oh, you want to tell them the story of what you found in an elevator?
Ah, yes. So my find of Pokemon has been the very first week we were playing it. I was still like level 5 or 6. And we were staying at a hotel in Baltimore for BronyCon. And Emily and Brittany were sewing like mad women, just trying to get our stock ready. We were trying to do some pony plushes for the convention. So we were all going crazy there. And as such, I had to go and get breakfast in the morning. So on my way to
crazy.
Yeah, because I was crazy. No, because I was the only one with free hands at the moment. So I had to go get
Getting everyone breakfast.
So I had to go get breakfast for all three of us here. And on my way down in the elevator, I decided to check Pokemon Go. And I saw, this big ol' shadow on my nearby. Something I hadn't seen yet. I was like, what is that? Is that a Pidgeotto? A Pidgeot? And then it popped up. A wild Aerodactyl in that hotel elevator. And to level 7 me, that was the coolest thing that had ever happened. And it's still pretty darn cool. I love that Aerodactyl, even though he's incredibly weak sauce.
Oh, he is so puny.
He is
quite as
puny.
bad. Tell them about what is Gym Crusher.
Oh, so we have whenever we catch like evolved Pokemon that are really low level, we'll give them like funny names. Like
Noob Crusher.
we have Noob Crusher, Puss Slayer, and something else. I can't remember, but yes. Gym Conqueror, something like that. But like Noob Crusher is like a Metapod.
It's like CP10.
I think the one that I'm not supposed to say again, that's my CP37 Gyarados.
We just caught wild.
Yeah, so we have fun taking over gyms with Pokemon that look like they will be strong, but then it turns out that they are like...
They're just super wimpy.
They're like CP30 something.
Yeah, I'm giving up on this.
So...
Say something, I'm giving
So,
up on
joining me in the witty banter corner,
Witty banter.
we have Brittany. Brittany, can you see how close you have to get to this microphone?
That's so nice.
They're not going to be able to hear that, but good job nonetheless.
Good job, Brittany.
Over here in Whisper Corner, we have Brittany. Awesome. So,
You do need to contribute to the event.
I'm not funny.
Lady.
well, yeah.
For those of you who are like, man, last week was awful, but I will try next week because they kept promising.
Brittany's
will
gonna be
there.
great.
It'll be funny.
Yep, I'm so glad.
Sorry, I will give you all of your money back.
I'm so sorry that you had to wait a week for that choice banter and story time from Brittany. Just the best.
you guys are pretty neat. Thank you for joining.
Okay.
Brittany, tell us a funny story.
Oh, okay. So, no, that
Brittany,
one's inappropriate.
Brittany,
What?
Tell us of Emily's cooking skills.
Oh. Geez.
Okay, so things you should know about me. I'm really good at cooking. I'm gonna give myself that. Every time we go to this fancy restaurant, I'm always like, I could have cooked this at home easy. I didn't have to spend $50 on a plate. I could have just
$50?
Yes.
Where are we eating?
I went to Ruth's with Allie. Yeah.
Well, yes, but we also did Denny's this morning.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, but if when we go to a like real fancy schmancy places, right? Well, I'm always disappointed. Is the moral of that story. But okay, so Emily on the other hand, I don't think can slice bread.
I probably couldn't. No, I could. No.
No, she'll crush it. Okay, so we're cooking potato chips one night, right?
Potato chips.
Potato chip.
Shut up, Andrew. Shut up, Emily. So we're cooking potato chips. Don't. And we're and I leave the room for like a couple seconds while they're boiling, and somehow.
Well, okay, so you told me to make a salad though while you.
Oh yeah, I told her to make a salad. So she opens the bag of salad because she's making bagged salad because she can't even cut lettuce, right? And she opens the bag wrong, and it goes everywhere, and she lights the lettuce on fire.
Emily literally burnt a salad.
And this is why I cook. Andrew can cook really good Japanese dishes.
Oh, Andrew can cook really, really well, actually. I'm always surprised when I see this.
Andrew, speak Japanese.
Patriarchy.
日本語で話してます.
I think that just means I can speak Japanese.
Actually, that means I'm speaking Japanese. But
good on me.
Yeah.
For knowing what hanashimasu is.
Yeah, I'm look at you.
I know.
Your 2 years have paid off. Between that and that wonderful opening picture we had for everyone, we are set.
Okay, say something like the world is big, the world is wicked. It is I who you can trust in this whole city. Say it.
That's the line I've always wanted to hear in Japanese. And I think I want to hear someone in Japanese. I think Lord Frollo.
Yep. 世界が終わる。世界が悪となるよ。That was me trying to laugh while saying things because that's what Brittany did and I couldn't understand a gosh darn word of it. We censor ourselves for you guys, just so you know.
Okay,
I hope you all appreciate that.
Say something real kind to all the people joining in the live stream. In Japanese.
みんなが私たちのライブを聞いてる、本当に心から感謝しています。また来週、再来週もぜひ私たちと一緒にこの時間を過ごして本当に心からありがたいです。みんなありがたいだとお伝えしております。
He said Kokoro.
I did in fact say Kokoro.
Wow. You make my Kokoro go doki doki.
For those of you...
Just gave me like this hillbilly too.
So what did you just say, Andrew?
For those of you who are wondering what Kokoro means...
How much different of a character would Meowth be?
It's Japanese for coconut. It's not. It's Japanese for heart.
Guys, how much different would Meowth be if he had the buck tooth?
Oh, yeah. Everyone, good news. Meowth is cosplaying from Hamtaro.
I was gonna say Zenjiro, but
what is his actual name in Osamatsu-san?
That's a good question.
There's his nose.
But for those of you who are wondering what we just said, I said, I used very flowery, polite Japanese to basically say that we're incredibly grateful for those of you who are joining us for this live stream today. We hope that you will continue to join us next week and the weeks to follow as well. And we really just wanted to express our thanks for supporting us in all we do.
Jeez, I thought we were going to say something stupid like, I am a crab man. I make jokes about crabs.
No, although, so fun
crab
story.
Connie. Oh, wait.
Yep.
So
Fun story. So when I got back from Japan, I decided to get the college credits for my Japanese classes. So I just took the second semester of the advanced Japanese class, and I love my teacher. We'll still talk occasionally. She helped me create and run the Japanese Culture Club that we had going for the entire semester that I had the time to do it. Thank you, Brittany, for the interruption.
You're welcome.
But anyways, so this teacher didn't quite. She underestimated just how much I enjoy like joke making and all of that jazz. So I asked on my assignments, when it asks for personal things, do they have to actually be personal, or can it be oh that is beautiful?
I'm gonna erase the parts that go outside.
Okay, but does it have to actually be personal, or can I write non-personal things? And she's like, well, it doesn't matter as long as the Japanese is correct. I'm like, awesome. So we were trying to write like what the Japanese called the Jiko Shokai, which is your self-introduction. So I wrote my introduction as like a melancholic Godzilla who is having like a self-esteem crisis. It's like, what's your pastime? It's like, I enjoy smashing buildings, but it feels hollow compared to what it used to be. Is smashing buildings all I'm really here for? I kept going off with it. It was fantastic. All the while, my teacher just like, her mouth like slowly gaping wider and wider open. Just like, I thought you were like trying to, pick something that was easier to say, like, like, I don't know, maybe his hobbies are too hard to say. Like, painting Gundams is that hard to say. But no, instead it was, it was, my hobby is, trying to wander down the streets of Tokyo, trying not to step on any of the innocent people, but instead, all I seem to take is lives and destruction. It was something magical. Give him a big old pot belly.
Oh, I was trying to make his arms crossed.
To carry his pregnancy belly? What is even...
You kind of see what I'm going for.
Oh, I see what you're going for. Oh, that is going to be a sassy Meowth.
Yeah. Meowth was always very sassy. So I'm going to talk really loud so y'all can hear me, because Brittany is out doing... No, you can't move it, remember, because it gets too loud. So Brittany, I recently found out, had never seen the Pokemon anime growing up, and I thought we needed to change that. So we have been slowly watching through the entire Indigo League of Pokemon, and she now understands basically every meme ever.
Fun story. Brittany honestly thought Brock and his jelly-filled donuts she thought it was just a meme. No. Lo and behold, that is... You don't need memes when you have 4 kids.
I want like a shirt that says that. Like, who needs memes when you have 4 kids?
For anyone who can make that shirt up, please, I will buy at least one. A single t-shirt. That'll make the entire run worth your while.
A single tear.
A single tear down the t-shirt creator's face.
Do a friggin'
arms folded.
Yeah, not with paws showing.
Arm spaghetti. It's ready. Don't forget, he does need the line separating his chest from his arms.
Well, yeah,
up on top there,
I'm
but
just
yeah.
trying to get the shape of his arms right.
I'm sure Brittany will be able to help with it.
She'll just if we need. Don't do folded arms. Speaking of Mickleo, which will be the topic when Brittany gets back, if anyone has one of our Mickleo badges, please take a moment to notice the size difference on Mickleo's arms.
It's beautiful. So now that Brittany's back, the Mickleo hour can begin. Mickleo hour can begin.
What, did we actually have questions about Mickleo?
I don't know. Does anyone have questions about Mickleo? Yeah, so
Brittany, why don't we just start with you explaining to us why Mikleo and Saray is your OTP?
Did anyone ask that?
No.
Someone really quickly just ask why Mikleo and Saray are Brittany's OTP. I'm not.
Go look up a picture.
Results here.
Brittany, good banter.
Okay, so, mind you, they're adorable. I get headaches when I talk about Mikleo and Saray because I get too excited. Okay, so,
I don't know how to draw feet.
no, I think that's cute. His feet are like his feet are bigger than, he has like, they're not really feet, Emily.
You want me to do like...
Brittany, you want to switch me sides?
Yes.
Good.
Emily, do you want me to do the feet?
No, I can do this. I'm an adult.
Thanks. Thank you, Allie, for telling.
No names. Brittany, just please.
Everyone is Chat Noir.
Okay, everyone's Chat Noir. Okay, so, yeah, I forgot what I was talking about.
Mikleo.
I've been cussed out so many times tonight. Okay, so, I like Mikleo and Saray as a couple because, now hear me out, they are adorable. Okay, so, the game starts out... See, she says she doesn't care.
Oh.
Okay.
It doesn't matter if she doesn't care. I care.
Okay, geez, stop cussing me out.
Why don't you...
I would like to point out one of my favorite things is anytime Brittany opens her Tumblr to show me the funny things that she has saved from there, it is like 1/7 funny things that she has saved, and the other 6/7 her scrolling quickly through her Mikleo and Saray fan art and fan fiction while looking me dead in the eyes and saying, "Don't judge me, don't judge me, don't judge me."
Life of a shipper. Okay. I'm a little embarrassed about it because I'm a 23-year-old woman.
Brittany, how into Meow's feet even look?
Oh my gosh, let me do it. You talk about Mikleo and Saray. I don't know what to say about it. Okay, you're not. Let me do it. Let me do it.
Brittany's going to draw.
We're having a slight change of hands here because we're having slight problems with the feet.
Okay. Story time with Emily here. It's Christmas vacation or whatever holiday winter vacation. Brittany has never had an OTP and has what? Brittany, he needs to be standing on them. He's not Mew. He does not hover.
Floating mystically in the air.
He does need to actually stand on his feet.
I know, Emily. I'm gonna.
Okay. Anyway. So. Brittany has made fun of me before, actually, for having OTPs that I
never made fun of you.
You
in
made
fact,
fun
I
of me.
actively got you fan art of them and commissions.
Well, yes, that's after you made fun of me.
Well, yeah, that's part of the package.
Okay. What? Okay, sorry. So Brittany has not ever really understood why someone would write like maybe 300 pages of fan comic about a couple. And Brittany, they can't be down like that. They have to be like across. Meowth does not do that. That is Meowth being hung by something.
I hope everyone enjoys.
That is.
My goodness!
Okay, Google,
no, hang on, Brittany. You know the way you solve this? You go forwards. Please, just go forwards in time with the down feet again, and then go give Meowth Goku hair, please. Please.
We're not doing that.
That's ballet Meowth.
That's why I'm having a hard time doing it because I don't know how far out to put them. Anyway. So Brittany doesn't understand people who ship like really hard before this point because she's never had a couple that she shipped super hard. So we are playing Tales of Zestiria, the newest of the Tales of games, which if you have not played, it's like Mario Party, but an RPG. It's amazing. If you have a group that you want to... It's not like Mario Party, but to me it is because of like level of... You can play together with multiple people, and it's a fantastic thing to do with like a huge group. So, we are playing Tales of Zestiria, the newest Tales of game. It is Brittany's first Tales of game. Introduction to the game, opening scene. You've got your main character with his feather earrings, looking around at everything, being like, man, look at these cool ruins. Everything's just amazing. Life is wonderful. I am a cinnamon roll. And Brittany's like, look at those feather earrings. Can we possibly get a gayer character, please? In walks Mikleo with his bell-bottom flaming blue pants and is like,
so beautiful.
Baka, we need to get back home. Jeez, I'm not looking after you or anything. And the happy one's like, I just love you so much. And they like literally have a tickle fight, and she's like, yes, that's... And like literally, like... So the character Mikleo has armor specifically to guard from Saray tickling him. He has no other armor on his outfit except on the sides of his stomach to protect from tickling. That is the level of adorable shenanigans you get with these two characters.
It is adorable.
Okay, I can take back over.
Also on the side topic of
Whoa.
Tales of Zestiria is just like Mario Party. I think my favorite part of that game was when we all had to rapidly press the A button to escape the ghosts, or the time we all had to rotate the control stick to wind up the cannons to shoot bullet bills at piles of coins.
Yes, that's
yeah,
how
it
all
was.
my JRPGs go.
Yeah, every single JRPG, really. So flashback moment here from the 90s, kid. Do all y'all remember, like, the old original Mario parties that had the two variations of minigames? It was either mash buttons like your life depends on it, or twist the control stick till it falls off.
We had to get, like, a new controller, didn't we? Because, like, you broke ours.
We did. So, fun fact, the old original Nintendo 64 controllers, there was a problem with the rubber grip on the control stick. What it is it's just a rubber pad around the metal joystick. The metal joystick itself is just like a little shaft that is soldered onto basically this little octagon shape. And if that padding came off, then legally you could write to Nintendo, and they would have to send you a special glove, like a leather gaming glove, just because it was so destructive. Didn't know that until now, but... so one of the times we were playing, Mario Party used to have these minigame modes in which you would have to play through literally every minigame back to back to back to back.
You had, like,
and
lives.
you had limited lives to get through them, even the ones that were entirely luck-based. Like, it was ridiculous. The ones where it was literally Russian roulette still counted against your lives, and you never got lives back. It was incredibly difficult.
But you had to beat them to get, like, the special limited edition item.
Right, so it was incredibly difficult. And I was most of the way through one of these, and we were doing the hard mode ones as well. So we had worked hard and spent literally hours of minigames just to get to this point. And so we finally did, and it was, go figure, one of those rotate the control stick games as much as you can. And partway through, I was rotating it so much that the rubber guard fell off entirely, and I was using the palm of my hand to rotate it. And so it came completely uncovered, and that metal octagon actually gouged most of the palm of my hand. Like, I was bleeding and oozing all over this controller. And I kept going. Like, I felt no pain until like an hour afterwards, just from the straight Mario Party adrenaline rush.
Oh,
it was bad. It was... But if memory serves, we did actually manage to beat
we did.
that playthrough of those minigames.
I think
But-
you had to do it to like get Waluigi as a playable character or something.
It was something like that.
A really important thing for kids.
Yes, but
Is that
either
a big
way,
enough Meowth tail?
I think it needs to be bigger.
I think it needs to be bigger.
Like comically larger, because
Okay.
it's one of his cute points.
Okay.
I feel his legs are a little short for his torso.
They're not. I compared it.
Okay, I think a big tail will fix it all.
I do think his torso could stand to be a little shorter though.
Yeah, I agree. It's a little too human-sized torso.
Mm-hmm. Meowth is kind of chibi. He's a chubby chibi.
A chubby chibi.
Chibi chibi. Chibi chibi chibi.
That is my new Scream name, Chubby Chibi. That actually sounds kind of bad. I immediately take that back.
I don't like his folded arms.
Then put him down.
Yeah.
Wow, didn't we just have a conversation like this?
Yeah. Shut up, Andrew.
You're
Okay.
welcome. It's not like I'm trying to help you or anything.
Baka.
Yeah. You want to join the conversation?
Brittany, you do need to contribute to witty banter.
We'll come up with something.
Hey. How you doing?
What you thinking about, Brittany?
Hey, Andrew.
Hey, Brittany.
I'm thinking about
Girls thinking about trucks.
okay, so I have like diagnosed terrible ADD. It's really bad. So for me, sitting here for 2 hours, I'm like trying to not die of boredom. I'm so
glad.
sorry.
That's a nice.
That's
thing
not
to
even
say
funny.
to Our viewers, like, we're literally dying of boredom trying to provide.
No,
this
it's just me.
entertainment.
It's just me. They're having a crap load of fun. I'm just the most boring person ever.
They're having a crap load of fun, she said, as the chat explodes.
No,
And
no,
the
I think
four
she meant,
people.
like,
No,
us.
oh, yeah. No, we really are having fun. I'm enjoying this
Why
quite a
didn't you
bit.
close my reference picture, Brittany.
I didn't.
You did.
But
I didn't even touch it.
Why did you?
so,
Looking
No,
at the reference picture.
but yes, we are. Yeah, Brittany does have some ADD, and we love her and accept her for it. Accept it as her overlord.
We love Brittany except her ADD.
Yeah, except that if we could just carve that part out of Brittany, we would be set forever. I kid, Brittany. I kid.
Oh,
I
no,
don't.
that's a stupid thought.
What fun stories do we have from our recent travels, Brittany?
Oh, geez.
So not the time we were in a tornado.
Oh, okay, so we're coming home from Anime Detour, right? Which was one of my favorite conventions we've been
It
to.
was a ton of fun.
I love Anime Detour. And we're driving through Nebraska, right? Because, we're like 20-hour drive. Whatever, we can do that. It was exhausting. Don't do it. But, so we're driving home and we're in Nebraska. Well, we're also driving in April in Nebraska, which just, by the way,
Don't do that.
don't do that. That's tornado season in Tornado Alley. So we're driving, and all of a sudden the storm comes out of nowhere, and it's hail, and I'm like, oh crap, this is tornado weather, because, I lived in Texas. I know what tornado weather is. And, yes, it was. There was a tornado, in Omaha the day after we left. And we were driving through the storm. It was great, and also terrifying.
We were like literally yelling at each other and we couldn't hear each other like in the same car.
So everyone turned on their hazards and followed a big truck.
And me being from Utah, have never seen that type of weather. It was like, oh, it's a bad storm. We should wait it out. And Brittany was like, no.
No, we're running.
We do not wait here.
So, yeah, that's not actually that interesting.
I thought it was fun.
You almost
Brittany,
died.
do you want to tell? Are you too embarrassed to tell your raptor story?
Oh, no. Yeah, you tell that one. You tell
Okay.
it.
So, again, another Brittany and I getting ready for conventions.
We were very sleep deprived.
We were so incredibly sleep deprived at this point. So, we like to get random and sometimes loud when we get very sleep deprived. And such was the case here. Brittany just looks up from cutting badges and makes this like loud raptor-like shriek squeal.
Please demonstrate, Brittany.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sure your earbuds.
Yes, should have. Hey, by the way, do you like those little arms?
I do.
The
That's really
buds
cute.
of sound in your ears are loving us right now. Do we want a shorter torso on him here?
No, that's cute.
I think
You sure?
gotta-
Okay.
Fat
There's
tummy.
Osamatsu-san.
Okay.
That'll be
Looks good.
about the right.
So anyways, the moment Brittany tapers off this like 10 second, 10-15 second long squeal, there's immediately, like, I mean immediately, not a moment of pause, knock on the door, and Brittany immediately goes 12 shades of red and is like, Andrew, I cannot open this door. I need you to open this door for me. So she's hiding, like, out of the line of the door, right? Line of sight. And,
Giggling.
giggling uncontrollably. It was her landlord's wife, asking if they could use the laundry machines, even though it wasn't their day.
But
And it was like, sure, she said no. She had, not a word of mention to the beautiful raptor likeness that had just surely graced her eardrums or earbuds, because I'm tired. But she certainly had the look on her face of like, what is going on? Are you murdering pigs down here? What is happening at this moment? And it was fantastic. It remains one of my favorite stories to tell of Brittany, and she hates it every time I tell it.
I love it because I'm freaking hilarious.
She apparently loves it because she is in fact quite hilarious.
Is it inappropriate to tell the spread the seed story?
Oh, yeah, that is probably slightly inappropriate.
especially since your mom might actually hear us.
Oh.
What other embarrassing stories do we have? We could tell them without mentioning names about our first impression of one of our newest members of the Fantasm team.
No, we should probably not. That was the story told to us in confidence. So fun story for today to give you all an idea of just how incredibly awake I am right now. I am prone to migraines sometimes, so I decided to, a light is one of the triggers. So I, put my hands over my eyes and just kind of start drumming lightly. I played drums for several years. And then partway through, I took like this deep sigh and was like, ooh, I should do the, like the little kid trying to make like, an Indian sound, the like, oh, la, 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 sort of thing, since my hands are already drumming, right? So I go ahead and start making the sound, not quite making the mental connection that my hands are not over my mouth, but my eyes. So I just sit here and drum over my eyes going, ooh! As Emily and Brittany both look at me like I'm crazy.
He is.
I was about to say, not to say that I am not, but, our stream is lagging now.
Oh, is it?
I'm pretty sure it is.
Ooh, fun.
Okay, so should we end with me off then?
Yeah.
Yeah, apologies, everyone. I believe our live stream is a little behind.
Try to refresh
We're
that.
doing what we can to remedy this and to refresh it up here.
Yeah, and we'll have actual internet at our own freaking
Yes,
house.
we will actually have internet at our own house for next week. So we will be able to actually have like, a nice ring around the microphone so that everyone can be able to talk and participate in this. And that includes Brittany, the funniest of all of us.
I know.
She really is.
She's
No,
not
it's up to
excellent.
date. Yours is just not up to date. Mine is.
Oh.
Oh.
It turns out my device is just terribly out of whack. Yeah. Well,
By the way, Brittany, have you been coloring in any white spots? Because
Yeah,
when
I
we
have.
switch to acrylic, we'll need to.
Yeah, I have.
we'll check for that.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
check them all. But
Yeah, some of them we might. Need
yeah,
to redo the
right now
outline.
we're shading the tail on the live stream. So yours is just behind Andrew.
All right,
Oh,
good
cool.
good news. My device is just
So,
behind.
Can we get some feedback on how has the live stream been doing?
Yeah, how's the live stream been doing? Has it
It's-
been?
we-
It doesn't look like it's been lagging as bad as last time.
Yeah, please give us your thoughts. We still have. Oh, what do we have? We have.
To work out?
Well, we have King's to work out. I think we have another 10 live streams, is it? 10, 11? Because we're doing these all the way through November. So please, we would love to, any feedback that you guys have, anything that you'd like for us to talk. If you want us to shut our annoying trap holes and just draw, we can
play
do that.
music,
Yeah, we can improvise some classy music. I can get one of my old drum practice pads, and you guys can just hear me practicing like paradiddles.
Jeez, that would be wonderful.
So, yes.
Okay, I think we are done, Brittany.
We have done Meowth.
Look at me, yeah.
Okay, so
And-
Emily, can you pull up Future Diary really quick, just so because this person wants to see what they look like.
Yes. So, it looks like we are getting close to our 2-hour mark here. We were wanting to get Jesse and James done.
But that's not going to happen this week. So
We
That's-
will do them while we're testing out our equipment, I guess.
Yes. So we will, for next week, we will show you. We will have Jesse and James done, as well as the remnants from last week that we were hoping to get done as well. We will show those off at the beginning of next week, where we'll have everything set up a little bit better here. Apologies for.
oh my gosh, I really typoed that message there.
Yeah.
We already said Future Diary, but we'll put it up at
Okay. Anyway, so we're not going to post a schedule of when we're going to be doing test streams, but if you are subscribed to us, YouTube will let you know when we are live streaming. So if you want to join into any of our
So comment,
testing
like, and
live
subscribe.
streams, feel free to join into those. We'd love to have you.
Yes. Our goal also starting next week, we are going to try to move up our start time 2 hours earlier. We're going to try to start streaming at 5 o'clock Mountain Standard Time to make it a little bit easier for those of you who are over on the East Coast. So yeah, if that's something that you don't want, though, do let us know in the comments. Otherwise, we will plan on switching over to an earlier time. We'll also let you guys know a little bit further ahead of time. Sorry, things have been really hectic with the internet being out. But that will be all installed and taken care of by next week, which I know we said last week, but it really will be taken care of by this next week. We're just doing some final details on Meow.
Cute, Emily.
Do you like that?
Yeah, I like that. Okay, so yeah, pull up the other Future
Oh, no,
Diary
is
ones.
that too weird from a distance? No.
No, that's cute.
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
I think if we're doing that, he needs a little more shading under his neck. Maybe.
We could do like.
No,
it's done.
just leave the nose off then.
Oh, no, I like it right there.
there.
Okay,
That's cute.
that is cute.
Okay. There's Meow.
Are his fangs pointed forwards?
Yeah, that's how they are.
Okay, anyway,
Okay.
show the rest of the Future
Yes.
Diary.
Okay, so here's Meowth that we finished today.
Here's the recap. We have Meowth.
Got
We have
Yuki
Yuki Teru, the generally wimpy but still fun character. We have Yuno in her nice and sweet version. And we have Yuno in her, well, to some nice and sweet, but to others completely crazy version.
Yeah,
we have
she-
her nice and sweet untimely demise. A
Yes.
nice sweet passing to the next realm.
Yes, precisely. And yes, I think that is what we're going to be doing for this week. Oh, and there they all are on top of each other. That is how we will be selling the badges. For all you people who back us on Kickstarter wanting any of these, you're going to get them in just one big blob.
Not actually.
We're going to save on material that way.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and sign off now.
Indeed. Thank you all so much for tuning
Brittany,
in.
Look me up and stand on people's heads like perfectly.
And we will see you guys next week, hopefully, and hopefully it'll be a little better even.
Indeed. In the meantime, keep tuned on social media. Let us know with any comments, questions, concerns, suggestions, anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll have some awesome stuff ready and waiting for you guys next week.
Yep.
Thank you so much, and goodbye.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Last time the stream didn't end when we actually ended it, so...
We're giving it a couple extra seconds here. Stopping now.
Bye.